Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins. We're experts at AI coaching and helping professionals like you and your employees upskill in AI.
This episode reviews an informative article from this show's producer, senior technical writer Curt Robbins, entitled Winning the Bid, Anatomy of a High-Converting RFP Proposal, that was published on LinkedIn on March 27.
Over the next few minutes, we're going to deconstruct what makes a successful RFP response. We'll start by understanding the high-stakes nature of the challenge itself. Then, we'll dissect the anatomy of a truly winning proposal. From there, we'll explore specific writing strategies that persuade evaluators, and finally, we'll cover the common pitfalls that lead to instant disqualification.
So, let's set the stage. Responding to a request for proposal, or RFP, isn't just a writing exercise. You have to see it for what it is, a strategic business function that has very significant financial implications. According to a recent report from Badara, the average win rate for an RFP is just 45%. Let that number sink in for a moment. Statistically, you're actually more likely to fail than you are to succeed. It's a pretty clear indicator that the standard approach just isn't effective enough. However, the reward for getting this right is enormous. That same report found that for organizations that truly master this process, RFPs generate an average of $256 million in annual revenue. This isn't just a helpful skill, it's a core business competency. And here's where the challenge gets even steeper, the incumbent advantage. You see, existing vendors, the ones already working with the client, can have win rates as high as 90%. So what does that mean for you as a new bidder? It means your proposal doesn't just need to be good, it has to be virtually flawless to have a chance at breaking through that established relationship. Okay, so when you're facing odds like that, how do you construct a proposal that can actually win? Let's dissect the core components. You should think of a winning proposal as a precision instrument. It has several core components, and they all have to fit together perfectly. Now, the RFP itself will always dictate the exact order and emphasis, but these elements you see here are the essential building blocks of any strong response. The source article is unequivocal about the primacy of the executive summary. And let's be clear, this is not a summary of your company's history. Instead, it must be a concise distillation of the client's problem and your proposed solution, all focused on business value. It's the one section that key decision makers are absolutely guaranteed to read. But before you can persuade anyone of anything, you first have to prove that you can follow basic instructions. Strict compliance with every single stated rule, from font sizes to formatting, is completely non-negotiable. It's the simplest and most effective filter an evaluator has for disqualifying unprepared bidders right from the start. Now, compliance gets your proposal into the to-be-reviewed pile, but it's not what wins the contract. A technically brilliant solution that's buried in a poorly composed document will almost always lose. It's the composition and the tone that ultimately persuade the evaluators. And herein lies the fundamental difference in approach. A losing proposal is inherently self-centered. It talks about us, and it just lists features. A winning proposal, on the other hand, is relentlessly client-centric. It talks about you, the client, and it explicitly connects every technical feature back to a direct business benefit. So here's a very simple, actionable test to gauge your proposal's focus. Do a word count. If your company's name appears more often than the client's, your entire narrative is fundamentally misaligned. It's as simple as that. You have to remember that evaluators are often fatigued. They're reading dozens of dense, lengthy documents. A winning proposal respects their time by using superior information architecture. We're talking clear headings, bulleted lists, and visuals, so a reviewer can skim the document and grasp your core value proposition in just a few minutes. Finally, let's address how to avoid those critical traps, the common mistakes that can get an otherwise excellent proposal immediately rejected. These are the 4 most common and damaging mistakes. We've already discussed poor compliance. The copy-paste mentality. Well, that's using generic, non-customized text, and believe me, it is painfully obvious to evaluators. Ignoring the scoring criteria is a major strategic failure. And feature dumping is simply listing what your product does rather than articulating what problem it solves for the client. This point on scoring criteria is a particularly vital one. Most RFPs provide a scoring rubric, which is effectively a roadmap telling you what the client values most. If the technical approach is weighted at 40% and company experience is at 10%, you must align your effort and your page count accordingly.
Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. Please subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel. And remember to like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.
And if you find these videos valuable, please use the QR code on the screen to buy us a coffee or to hire us to coach you or your employees in AI.